Hi, my name is Mercy and of Mercy's Designs. Today I'm going to show how I'm setting up for a card buffet with my upline. Now these two examples of the card and the tags, I'm not going to be showing how it's going to be set up, but I'm doing 3 projects and my upline is doing 3. So here we have a simple card with Let It Ride, and I have directions here, but I took apart the directions and made it into individual steps. So I will now show how it's going to be set up. So this card is Geared Up Garage, and we have step-by-step instructions here, right here. But then again, I took it apart. So people will start off by using the Stamparatus, and I have my Whisper White paper all cut out. I will probably take it out of those little Ziploc bags, but here are the instructions, and they can see exactly what they're supposed to do for step 1. And then moving here to step 2, they will read the instructions, hopefully, and take care of their base and adding their DSP. This is the example of how the layout should be, so they can refer to that. And then moving over here, this is for our coloring, and this will take the most amount of time, and people are going to get hung up the most. It takes the most time to use the blends. So there are 2 spots here, and they can of course share blends, etc. people. And then over here we have another station. This is step 4, as you can see, and they can also this is where they adhere their focal image to the matting and add their ribbon and their dimensionals, etc. Now I do have this container in the center here with dimensionals handy, so that hopefully will work out okay. And then over here is step 5. So there's a lot here in step 5, but I do have one option, which is to just use some die cuts that I already cut out. I would have loved to have people stamp, but it's kind of difficult. It's a really tight stamp for Happy Father's Day. I could have used the Big Shot, not the Big Shot, I'm sorry, the Stamparatus. But the issue there is if people are working over at that station, they had to jump over here, and I also thought about, they stamp both at once. But anyway, in the end I decided I'll just go ahead and stamp that part. The other thing I was going to explain is here is the tailored punch, and I suggested they use this template that I made where I cut out, and they can just stamp in the center. So here's your stamp. They just position it, stamp, and then use their punch to punch it out. And I also explained here about how to mat it. So I have an example there. And then if you flip this over, I show about how to add that little double stacked mini dimensional, so that the card, I'll just show right here. So here is the card, the finished card, and that's my cat here, or my daughter's cat, but she's sort of become mine. So I have dimensionals behind this focal image, but if you did not add that double stacked dimensional, it would really kind of like be pushed, or it would just be resting. It might be okay without it, but if you want it reinforced, that's what you can do. So that's that. And then the final step is, of course, stamping inside the card. So they have that option and a few ideas there, and they can also open the card, which I will do that and show, you can do something there. And I also suggested if they want to stamp their envelope, that would be a good opportunity. So anyway, I hope you found this interesting, and I'm hoping this class goes great. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, and I will just show this one more time. So again, 3 projects with choices, a couple different opportunities there, and hopefully it'll just be a really great event. Thanks so much for watching, and happy stamping.